And welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
Should we follow?
He's, imagine ankle deep in enemy territory.
He's a smash or at least bathwater.
Yes, ankle deep in the bath.
Sir, what are you doing here? What's going on back there?
I was looking for the soap and I fucked up. Get out! We're gonna die! Get out!
The Salty Boys Podcast.
When?
All right, now.
D&D podcast.
Brought to you this week by somebody that
Raid Shadow Legends.
drink Raid.
No, actually, yes, I know where you're going with that. We have a second fan.
We do.
All right, so hold on. How long have we been doing this for?
2 years and
Some change. It was like November 2019.
Literally right before lockdown.
And now we have two fans. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, considering we've done absolutely no promotion.
No, we have a Reddit. So if anyone's listening, all our two fans can join it. It's
saltyboys.com.
No, that's not the Reddit. That's our affiliate website. If you visit that, we don't get any money and they don't get any money from us.
Shout out Cruise Line.
But you'll enjoy it.
That's right.
Yes, but we have a Reddit. If anyone knows what it is, you can find it.
It's true.
If anyone's on there, you can find it.
Yeah. Reddit, notoriously easy to find stuff.
I think it's the Salty Boys D&D.
Are we gone wild?
We should.
We aren't gone calm.
Salty
that's for sure.
Boys Gone Wild. Mm-hmm. Someone look that up.
r/Gone Wild Trains.
Oh man, we didn't even start on track.
Do you spell trains with an I or not?
Did we just say Gone Wild off the rails?
You know what they say? There's no I in team.
But there is one in trains?
That's objectively
There's
true.
an I
Nothing's built like a train.
There's
right
also
in the middle of asshole.
there's an I in did.
Just a small town train.
Alexa, play that song by Train.
Playing that song by train.
No, the song is called Play That Song.
Play
And it's to the
play
tune
that
of-
song by train by
Yeah.
train.
Yeah.
It's play that song by train. So it's called Hey Alexa, play that song by train. So Hey Alexa, play that song by train by train.
Wait, Train did more songs than just Meet Virginia?
Drops of
Yeah,
Jupiter.
also Hey Soul Sister.
Oh, okay, there's three. That's it. They didn't do any other than that, though.
No. Was there another one?
Hear what's happening?
No.
Volume up.
Trains on the
Alexa's playing it. Yes.
Alexa. Shout out Alexa for hijacking our D&D podcast. Thanks, Jeff Bezos.
Remember the time I sent you the message that said, what was it? I wanted to hear the Christmas song that was so-called controversial. And I said, Alexa, play that rapey Christmas song.
And there's a song. It's like there's a song
Yes,
like a rapey Christmas song.
Yes,
Oh
it's
my
very, very
gosh.
rapey.
To the shopping list.
Yeah, my kids will talk to Alexa, and they add things to the shopping list, and right now they're looking for new brain for dad. Is on my shopping list.
So your will and testament. Now that you've been absolutely slain by your children.
They're just weird stuff ends up on here every now and then.
Yeah.
Coffin. 55-gallon drum of lube.
Tree Stars was on here.
Tree stars.
200.
Hey, the price of the 55-gallon drum of lube is finally starting to come down a little bit.
Oh man.
Hashtag dad
Crypto
likes
bros.
mashed potatoes.
Beware. Drums of lube is the next cryptocurrency.
Hey,
Lube coin.
all I'm going to say is that when I first discovered that thing on Amazon, it only cost $900, and then at one point it was like $3,500. So I regularly check it just to see how the market's doing.
There are dumber things. There are like dumber things that a cryptocurrency is based on. So like lube coin is not that wild.
Well, I mean,
Isn't that kind
that
of
might
defeat the
actually
purpose?
be a good gauge of the economy.
Right.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of cryptocurrency? Because like the whole point is to be like not associated with the value of a real commodity item, right?
Lube is not real.
Well, a lot of them are. Like even Ethereum is based on like. I forgot because I think it crashed.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but the price went back up. It's currently $1,800.
Well,
I mean, that's about the price of a carton of eggs.
but does it have
There goes my retirement.
does it have free Prime 2 day?
that's why you should have invested in
no.
lube earlier.
Here's a good solid page of what happens on my list.
Can I read these out loud?
Yeah, read them out loud.
Daddy really slow. You fart a lot. Sanity. Health food. Common sense. Alexa. We need chocolate ice cream. Bailey's toothbrush. Sazon. Vegetable juice. Apple juice. I'm talking to Alexa too much.
Yeah, no, this is just
Unfortunately, not a paid member of the Salty Boys podcast.
Having one of them things in your house is like having
No.
a dog and you can't say the word walk. You have to spell it out or like treat
Yeah.
or whatever.
mine tried to get me in trouble the other day because I was. My wife doesn't listen to this podcast, so I was saying something like, "Do you want me to call Sugar Baby?" And I hear my wife just yell, "Who's Sugar Baby?" I'm like, not you.
I can explain.
I can explain. It's this redhead. And now we're getting a divorce.
Oh, cool. Well, we got a new topic we can talk about tonight.
Yeah, what's up?
D&D.
What? On this podcast? No, thank you, sir.
Wait, is this one of those multi-level marketing
No.
things?
Yes.
D&D. It's 3 letters.
First,
MLM.
you buy the dungeon, but then the dragon moves in and evicts you, and you.
Then you buy the.
It's a real estate racket.
We're not allowed to say D&D.
Free real estate. That's true. I don't know.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Running a dragon. Dungeons and Dragons dragon. Oh, actually, like Elma just came out, so probably can't do that either.
Is
Well, there's no Scooby-Doo in that, so.
and I've heard it's terrible. So
Well, there's a lot that happened last session.
Velma came out?
Yeah.
Like,
There's a TV show called Velma, which
Long
is
time
basically
ago.
a
This was in the
retelling of the
60s.
Scooby-Doo universe, but it's like
No Scooby-Doo.
it's like if Scooby-Doo was edgy like Wednesday, but it apparently isn't good.
Oh, I think it has a
Pretty much.
0.5 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. It's pretty.
So since we're
pretty
talking
poorly
about Dungeons and Dragons
Uh-huh.
from Wizards of the Toast,
Correct.
Who's owned by Isbro
Was bro.
because there are bros.
was bro.
Was bro. Yeah, in a similar vein, speaking of shit shows, last session, we had a little bit of
Avernus session.
last Avernus session, we had a little bit of a mix-up, a little identity crisis. One of your party got in a bit of trouble with the Flaming Fist and has kind of dragged you into some an interesting situation. However, you pushed through the dungeon. You found that the previous occupants had vacated through this little escape route, and this escape route took you to the heart of Insight Park. So that's where we're picking up today, and we'll start with introductions to my right, who's currently joining virtually from Albania.
Yes. This is Simmons playing Credo.
How's the weather in Albania this year?
It's currently 50 degrees, so it's kind of nice.
Not too bad.
It's a lot better than it was here yesterday.
it was not 50
Yeah.
degrees.
No.
it was foggy.
I mean, shoot,
You're foggy.
we were nearly in the 80s last week.
To his right, we have
Mikos, I'm back again.
returning, playing Lionel.
It's been a minute.
Guess who's back?
He's finally getting out of the backpack.
Oh, is that where I've been?
Yes.
Back.
Yeah. It was a shared space for a minute.
Fair enough.
Yeah. To his right.
I'm Mike. I'm playing Lulu, the exhausted Hollyphant. She's been carrying around a small goblin in a backpack.
And also this entire party.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's tired of carrying the whole party too. So maybe this episode, they finally turn her into a rug.
To his right.
And considering the weight of some of the party,
That is some big shoes to fill.
I am Crunk and I'm playing Sir Stephanie Rolfenheim.
Geographically confused, but heart of gold.
Yes. It's because he is a paladin.
He is a paladin. Paladin.
Paladin.
Actually, we may have to change everybody's class title if we're trying to stay true, trying to avoid the OGL 1.1. So
Yes, I am Aladdin.
Yeah, Disney. That's better.
What did we say about them buying Wizards of the Toast?
Oh man.
Yeah, because what I imagine in my head is because, as you pointed out, if they do invoke this, that means that Disney will have to pay to have been using
All right,
3.5 for KOTOR.
hold on. To my right, and then after that, we can discuss this just for a minute.
This is AR, and I did not forget the FireWire cable, so we started on time today.
Okay, so did anyone see the rollback by Wizards of the Toast?
Yeah.
Their statement
No.
that said that
Actually,
you didn't
we
win,
win.
we
We
win.
won.
Yeah, it's like, what kind of BS is that?
It's the most villain thing that you could say. You thought you won, but actually it was me. I won the whole time.
It was me,
I'm
Flame
winning.
Dodge.
It was Flames on.
Wizards of the
Famous
Toast is
CEO
Flames
Flames on.
We are bleeding money, therefore making us the victor.
Yeah, they lost like lifetime, D&D Beyond subscribers.
Yeah, I know, but
Because of
they
this
always
stuff.
have Tragic the Smattering.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm glad that by their metric, I'm a winner.
Yeah. Hey, you're standing in
You're
the way.
a winner. We're a winner. We're all winners here.
You're standing in the way of Wizards of the Coast and your money.
Toast.
So just get out of the way, man.
I'm
Sounds
glad
like
to be in the
Oprah.
winner's circle for once.
You're a winner.
Yeah, I'm a
Do
winner.
us a favor,
you're not
listeners of the
first, you're
Salty Boys
last.
podcast. Just send your next paycheck to Wizards of the Coast. Just send it. It's fine.
Fucking send it.
Just my
Send it.
base pay, right?
It's like a
Just
hive.
Just send it.
Use the catapult spell
Come
to
on.
catapult them your next paycheck.
Yeah, which if you read the catapult spell, that's exactly what it launches stuff because it's called catapult.
They're tithing you.
The spell description for catapult is it just works. Todd Howard, creator of the catapult spell.
The spell description is ask Yardley. And don't do whatever he says.
I feel like we need to make like a homebrew Yardley's catapult that is distinct from catapult.
That flings people.
It just,
No,
launches anything we want.
Right. With like minimum impact or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
His career.
We did make one in the group chat. Where if you like put a person in it, they instantly die. I don't remember. I have to go dig it up.
Yeah. Okay. So just to get in, just to get into our little roleplay headspace. Insight Park. It's a fairly large plot of steep gullied land that is backed up directly onto the wall in the southeast corner of Baldur's Gate, south of Cliffgate. It's not too far from what's considered like a higher class district. In fact, it separates a poorer section of the docks from overlooking bay mansions. You recall that a druid named Toramesh, you met with him, and he showed you a prophetic vision at the drawing tree. Let's see. 40 years ago, this was a junkyard, and Toramesh sort of oversaw the reclamation of nature in this area. So you opened up a hatch and brushed some vegetation aside, and the exit spit you out onto this little walkway. Just a little bit down the road, you can see the drawing tree.
Is it the drawing tree or the dreaming tree?
It says drawing tree. Maybe it was the dreaming tree.
How many people drew on it?
Yeah, let's do dreaming tree.
At least 3.
I don't remember.
Actually,
Dram
Jamie,
tree.
pull that up. Let's run that back. Dreaming tree sounds more cooler.
Because it's kind of what it did.
Yeah.
It dreams for you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so is the guy still there? Is Tormesh still there?
That's a good question. Do you want to get closer to the dreaming tree?
Sure.
Okay. You walk closer and
that
you
what-
see the broken body of the elderly Toramesh the druid. He is currently bleeding. Anybody want to make a medicine check?
Yeah, I'll do that. If I can remember how to roll dice.
We don't roll dice.
Oh, you're right.
You only do that in D&D. We don't, which is what we're not playing.
That's a 2.
He's fine.
He's taking a nap. He be sleeping.
He could walk it off. It's a very McTavish thing to think.
Walk it off, you bleeding cunt.
Like, is he dying or dead?
Good question.
Yes.
You want to roll?
I'd like to see if he's dying or dead.
Yeah. He does have some red stuff coming out of him. That's a 17.
17.
Tormesh is dying, for sure. When you look over him, you see that he has various stab wounds. Some would have been fatal to somebody without the constitution that this druid apparently has. But due to his age and the extent of these injuries, he's definitely on his way out. As you approach and get closer, his eyes sort of pan over to you, and you see his eyes bleary. It appears tears are welling up a bit. He breathily whispers, "Too late." His hand shakily reaches towards somewhere, pointing, and then his hand sort of drops,
So now he's dead.
and he is dead now.
Okay, I need a minute with his body.
All right.
No.
Lulu,
What, she wants to make a friend.
we have one blanket. What about second blanket?
Guys, he's dead. He's dead. And we're too late.
I see.
He's dead, Jim.
Who's Jim?
I don't know.
The other party member.
The other player that's been here this whole time.
Right.
Right, Jim?
I wish Lionel was here. I'm getting lonely without him.
Where is Lionel? By the way,
I don't know how to respond. He's been gone for so long.
pokes his head out of the backpack.
Lionel, wake up.
Like, is there a canonical, like,
He's been in the backpack.
He's been sleeping in the backpack.
he's just been sleeping?
Yeah, it's
He exerted
apparently
himself.
this is a magic backpack that
Okay.
somebody picked up.
It's a bag of Lionel holding.
All right, yeah, I guess Lionel stumbles out.
Now, watch it be like the little Japanese apartments or like hotels.
There's
that
a pod.
Yeah, you just crawl in the pod and you sleep in. That's how I imagine it.
You benefit from a double long rest.
So I have 100 HP now.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
If you are missing any spell slots or hit points or whatever, you feel free.
I don't fucking know. Probably. We're good.
Lulu dumps Lionel out of the backpack.
Lionel, he's dead. Lionel, he's dead. Lionel's dead.
No, Terramac's dead.
Who's Lionel?
sleepy.
What on earth have I missed?
Well, we almost got arrested, and Yves almost got put to death, but otherwise you're pretty well caught up. Oh, and we found Van Thamper. He were dead in the cultist dungeon, so we believe he were a cultist.
So it's just another Tuesday then, Governor.
Arr, but it's also Taco Tuesday. It's not even Tuesday.
Well then,
Wait, did you sleep until Taco Tuesday?
evidently, my child. Oh, our friend here is, checks his pulse. No longer living.
Do you mean to say he's dead?
That would be the opposite of living, yes.
Well, Lulu, he's dead.
Yeah?
he do be dead.
Lulu flies over and just closes his eyes with her trunk, but she only does it one at a time.
With the gloves or no?
With her trunk. Just,
Okay.
And then the other eye, and then the first eye pops open again. She goes, son of a
It's like
the
one of those
mustache
dolls
on 'em.
that you lean forward and
tries to close his eyes to be respectful of the
yeah,
dead.
yeah. His eyes closed, and he does appear to be more at peace. He's sort of, he's not in like a comfortable position. It looks like he fell back on his back onto a sort of raised root of the drawing tree, and so his hand is out, sort of pointing in a direction. His sort of burlap sack robes are like soaked through from dozens of wounds.
Clovis has an idea.
Okay.
I want to touch the tree.
All right. You touch the tree. Give me a nature check. There's a wild skill we never roll for.
What's nature?
It's outside.
That was a dirty 20.
You feel, you reach out sort of tap into some maybe primal spirit within you to speak to this tree. You close your eyes and you feel the tree's spirit begin to speak to you in some ancient tongue.
Hello, mama, let me whisper.
You feel pain first. You feel this tree's pain of having watched its guardian be slain by intruders. You sort of feel that the tree is picking up on your presence almost expectantly. Like, what are you doing here? What do you want?
We were chasing the cultists that apparently have done this tree. Your guardian in fine wooden friend. So I communicate that to the tree in.
As best you, yeah, understandable.
I bark that to the tree.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you should leave.
Would it understand me?
We need to make like a tree and get out of here.
Were you poplar in school?
No, none of us were. You know that. You were there.
You guys are doing pine. Keep going.
Oh,
I mean, if we were popular, would we be sitting down in
you.
my parents' basement playing D&D?
Plants.
You look succulent.
Oh,
That's a nice pair of plants you got on.
I like your plants around your feet.
Plants.
Feet around your
Feet
plants.
plants.
Asian wood.
Asian.
That's a type of tree. Look
Really?
it up. It is. Oh God, never mind. Ask me later.
So,
Would you be maple to continue?
yes, I would like to. I'd like to try.
I'd like to tree.
I'd like to try. So,
The tree dies
almost
from all
seems-
the tree pun energy.
yeah, 18d4 psychic damage.
The entire
Later.
party.
The tree. As you ask it, I think the only way that would make sense for Clovis would be to like say it out loud or to think it. As he does so, it seems like maybe the tree doesn't understand the idea of like revenge, or maybe it's fallen on like deaf ears, something like that. But the pain, you feel the cycle of pain of the tree having lost its guardian continue, and you feel compelled to open your eyes and look up.
And I do.
You see that the leaves on the tree are wilting and drying quickly. And the wind begins to take the dried, shriveled leaves and pluck them off of each branch with like a cracking. And as the wind picks up, it pushes all the leaves in a direction out of the park.
Can I follow the leaves?
You can.
I'm going to follow the leaves.
Alrighty. You do so. Anybody else following?
Sure.
I'll follow Seamus
I'm
because
going along.
well,
He just touched a tree and then he ran that way.
yeah, it said he's following leaves, so
Okay.
maybe
I'm gonna yell behind me. The tree's in pain and it wants us to go this way.
I think
Stop stepping on its root.
he's high.
Alrighty.
No, it's hi, officer. How are you? Not how high are you?
Can I get a survival from everybody? I'm gonna need anybody who gets higher than a 20. Let me know.
I mean, I got
a 20.
crit.
220s, perfect.
Not a 20 for
Wait,
Lionel.
I rolled a 20.
17.
I have a 22.
So the two of you that rolled very well. You notice as you're going along this path, you are seeing what to perhaps a normal passerby would miss. You are seeing you see like a single drop of blood along the path. Clovis, as you continue to follow the leaves, there's a large iron wrought gate that leads out of Insight Park and towards the upper district of the Patriar Manors, in a district called Manor Gate.
Gee, I wonder why it's called Manor Gate.
Yeah.
Because
Dude, I wish I was joking. Manor Gate, which leads to the Manor-born neighborhood, which is filled with the Patriar Manors. Baldur's Gate. Okay. So
A whole bunch of manners just sitting around up there.
that's right. They ain't got no manners, but they got all these manners. The leaves blow a short distance out of the park to what appears to be one of the larger manners in this at least small area of manners. And above the gate of that manor,
Now it doesn't sound like a real word.
right, is the last name Van Thamper.
Manor.
Ooh, I noticed that, and I'm going to. Can I like?
Are we still dragging the body?
Okay, so can I like
Did I stop at the drop of blood?
stop down and like take a quick look and see like what's going on, like if there's any guards around?
Sure, there are no guards guarding the Van Thamper gate.
Can I see into the property, or is it just like a short driveway?
You can see the walls are brick covered by hedges on the outside. The gate itself is wrought iron and approximately 10 feet high in the corners and then 15 feet in the center.
So it looks pretty clear if I just go right up the front door.
Yeah, you can. From the front door, you do see that there are guards in the courtyard area. Let me give you the layout a little bit. Woo! That's gone forever.
It's okay. I'll lend you some dice because I actually brought some today, along with beer. Can somebody pass me the beer?
Beer dice.
Beer dice.
Thank you.
Sounds like a game we'd play.
It's 3-sided.
Okay.
The beer's 3-sided?
Alrighty. So
One,
you do
2,
see about 15 feet from the front gate is what appears to be a guard house. There are a number of topiaries in the courtyard area, and the very front has a small road that would normally accommodate carriages that would come through the front gate. Let's see. The rest you can see, it doesn't appear to be a wildly distinct villa in any way.
But it's like a proper villa. It's not like just a house.
Correct. As you are peeking through the gate, 4 guards notice you and approach the gate. They say,
I'm gonna
"Hail."
cast disguise self and become Flame Zodge. I don't have that spell, so I'm not going to do that.
One of the guards says, "Hail, do you have business with the Van Thampers?"
It's not hailing. The weather's clear. No, I'll just be joking. It's humor is a defense mechanism. I'm just a little nervous. Yes, I believe I'm here to see the matriarch of the Van Thamper family, and Clovis remembers her name, but his handler do not.
Philavia.
Can you make a deception check?
I mean, I'm telling the truth. I am
Okay.
actually here to see her.
Yeah, then persuasion.
Doesn't matter. Same bonus.
Same,
but
same.
I'm not actually lying.
Yeah.
That's on the floor. That's an 11sies.
Okay. He goes, "Yes. Give me a moment to open the gate." And 2 of the guards begin to pull the gate aside on the wheels. It sort of rolls to the left and the right. Do the rest of you accompany Clovis?
Lionel immediately sees a problem with this situation.
Okay.
We're carrying the body of one of their family.
That's why I went in by myself, because I was assuming you guys got caught at the blood on the trail. So if you wanted to play
Yeah,
it that
because,
way,
so-
I was going to send Seamus back to warn them.
Communicate. Cool.
Yeah.
Whose blood is it?
Wait, we're sending Seamus?
Yeah. I built a, you might not have been here.
Seamus.
He wasn't
I
here.
built a homunculus, and it's Seamus.
He has
Okay.
a tiny. It doesn't really look like Seamus that much, but Clovis insists that it does.
All right.
It's really ugly, so therefore it looks like
close
Seamus.
enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
So I have an idea because I'm fairly confident that I'm still the one lugging around Mortlock's body.
Makes sense.
Seeing as we're at the Van Thampers, why don't we try to summon Thirstwell's imp? I'm forgetting his name.
You want to find Zebek?
Zebek.
Yeah.
We'll call out and see if Zebek is still just watching us.
It's a great idea. How do you do it?
Hey, beater! Hey, beater! Hey, Zebek. Beater!
Yeah, no. Because we don't really have a good way to get in touch with him. Like previously, we would just like start talking about him, and he would show up. So I guess I'm just gonna look over my shoulder and just go, "Zebek, you around?"
Why over your shoulder? Is he behind you?
Sure enough, you hear
He says he's watching us.
the snapping and cracking of a couple of the branches around the entrance of Insight Park, and a little imp appears hanging upside down on one of the branches. Someone call Zebek?
Yes. I'm assuming that you have been watching us for the past period of time in the dungeon and outside.
More or less, yes.
So you are very much so aware that we are carrying the deceased body of the estranged Morlock.
Yes.
So, though this did not necessarily play out exactly as was requested, we are technically still producing the body of Morlock, which you did want him dead. Though we did not want to kill him ourselves, we do have his body. So we would still like to arrange that meeting with Thirstwell.
I see. Zebek will do you a favor, though there was no deal struck, because part of the terms were met. No agreement was met, however. Zebek will grant you information as to why you may not meet Thirstwell face to face. Master Thirstwell suffers from a disease that, if he is to come in contact with a normal person, such as yourselves, he may perish. He is very susceptible to common diseases. Understood.
So, I suppose now a follow-up question, because it appears that one of the members of our party is currently entering the premise to go see Thalavia.
Thalamra.
Is this going to be Thalamra?
Yes.
Thalamra.
It looks like I wrote it down as a VR for some reason. So,
Because you're addicted to
but
Beat Saber,
Thalamra.
bro.
Haha.
About to risk it all for the Thalusi.
I'm deleting this podcast now. Thank you.
You have won the internet. Have a good night.
How do you expect this interaction to go for our party member?
You're asking Zebek?
I'm asking Zebek if this is going to be a safe meeting or if we're expecting him to just get killed off immediately.
Zebek thinks it depends on his approach.
Fair point.
Wave dash in and go for the neutral grab.
Zebek thinks that, as with all figures of authority or power, if you approach with subservience in mind, this would do you well. Do not challenge their authority, of course. Does that make sense?
I think for a normal individual that maybe the meeting would probably go okay, but given the McTavish that has entered the property on his own, I give it about a 50-50 shot that this is going to go smoothly.
Zebek understands. Zebek will offer you one last piece of advice. Think to yourself, what would Zebek do? That will always guide you on the right path.
Well, I guess one final question at this point.
Steal.
Which dog was your favorite? That's my question. Which dog was your favorite? To Zebek.
Yeah.
No, that is a good question to ask.
All
but-
boys are good boys.
By the way, I was pretty pleased with the title episode last week. It wasn't super inventive, but I was pretty proud of it.
Oh yeah, it was a good one. But do you have any desire for the corpse of Mortlock or not? Or should we just get rid of it as we see fit?
Dump it in the park.
Let's see. Zebek thinks for a second, kind of strokes his impish chin. It's a little devilish, and then rubs his fiendish horn. Zebek says, leave the body in the park.
I think we can have that arranged.
All right. I may see you again soon. I will continue to watch you. Please feel free to call out if you need me.
So what you can say is we're going to park the body here.
Yes.
All right, we're done. So anyway, my plan was to send the Seamus homunculus back, and I was going to go in by myself. And I'm going to kind of just go in, cold cocked.
Yeah. So
The trees inspired me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you walk in. Nobody appears to be, there's no animosity or anything. One of the guards walks next to you, sort of guiding you, walks a little bit ahead of you as if to guide you towards the main entrance.
Awesome.
As you do so, for the rest of you, Zebek hops down to Mortlock's body and begins rifling through his pockets and produces a key. On the key is a symbol of a shield with a face on it. He goes, Zebek, think you may want this. Who would like the key?
I will take it.
Whose face is it?
It kind of looks more like a gargoyle or like a grotesque face that you might see on like a gargoyle on the side of a building.
Oh, so it's Eve's.
It's just kind of like
It's Eve's handler.
It's like a grimace, like a grimacing face.
Oh, big purple guy.
Grimace.
Oh yes, yes. Mortal enemy of the Hamburglar. Yes.
Grimace the gargoyle.
I guess Creative's gonna pocket the key for now.
Sounds good. Clovis, as you enter, you are met by a decrepit 70-year-old butler, human male, sort of hunched over. He says, "Welcome to the Van Thamper Manor.
Nice to meet you, Woodhouse.
My name is Fendrick Gray.
No, it's Woodhouse. I'm going to call you Woodhouse.
At your service.
And I'll probably feed you a bowl of spider webs later.
Just don't leave me in the pool in the basement."
Do you have a guilt cam? This is Archer now. Our podcast is Archer theme.
Is that sweater midnight blue or midnight gray?
I want to be Pam.
Extra navy.
Actually, Sir Stephanie kind of is like Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly badass.
Maybe a little
the
less
homeless?
sexual.
Maybe slightly less.
We can fix that.
We
You
can.
don't know that.
Salty Boys After Dark, here we come.
Or, saltyboys.com during the day.
24/7.
We usually film the podcast at dark.
This hedonism is so unchecked.
Okay, sorry. So there was a 70-year-old butler
70-year-old man.
named Woodhouse. That I forgot his real name, but he's Woodhouse now.
Fendrick Gray.
Okay.
Woodhouse.
So, sorry, what did he say to me before
He says, what, may I ask, is your business in the Van Thamper Villa?
I am requesting a small bit of the lady of the house's time if it were to be okay. We have some news regarding her family. I believe her sons, if I'm not mistaken. But I would just like to seek an audience with her. There's been some things that have arisen that I believe that would be best brought to her attention by someone a little bit less flaming.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I see. Please, I'll be taking you to the foyer. Please help yourself to any of the amenities and keep yourself busy. I will seek. I will try to get you an appointment as soon as possible.
Fantastic. There may be an expiration date on some of the information that I have, just as a heads up. But I will also ask, if you haven't noticed the smell, I would like to use the facilities because I do reek as though I just came out of the sewers.
He says, Is this Clovis playing?
Yeah, make ourselves busy. Yeah. Here's a melodica. Yeah. Boy, isn't she lovely? That's it.
Maybe you hold it the other way around.
Why would he do that?
Okay, so you enter.
Didn't realize how much I missed the melodica.
I did.
You enter the foyer, and before long, you hear this like noise coming from out in the hallway from whence you came. And then the door slowly creaks open, and you see the old 70-year-old man dragging a bathtub into the foyer.
What?
No, please, I don't need any help. I've been doing this for many years.
It is
It looks like each heave that he gives of this heavy, metal banded, like heavy wooden bath is going to be his last.
I want to help you, sir, but I don't want to offend. You look like, no offense, but you look like you shouldn't be dragging that thing around.
No, it's my business, sir. I'll be quite all right.
Have you heard of delegation? It works great.
I would see none of that. Please enjoy your bath.
Would you please, before I use the bath, would you please stop and let yourself heal for a moment? Catch your breath.
He catches his breath along the wall. If you need anything else at all, sir.
Yeah, I need you to sit down before you die.
Ask him to move the tub to the other side of the hall.
You want a better view of the other side of the hall from here?
The window's over there. Can I get? It's a little drafty right here. Can I?
Actually, it's better for the flow of the hallway of the building. It's over there.
The feng shui.
The feng shui.
Oh, you know what? I was wrong. I think back where it was fine. What? Maybe a little closer to the fireplace. Can we get a little?
Did he fill that with water yet?
Yeah, it's filled with water.
But now it's cold.
Yeah. Oh, poor Fendrick. Okay. For the rest of you, are you headed?
Now we just get to have this. I was gonna say for the now we just get to have this lovely visual of Clovis taking a bath in the middle of a foyer.
Yeah.
So can I have stealthily sent Seamus away without the guards noticing?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Seamus is with them.
Yeah. So Seamus and I are telepathically linked as long as we're on the same plane, so I can use him to communicate. And we'll say he speaks common.
Yeah.
So he's going to communicate that I am currently waiting, and whatever you guys want to do, I'm trying not to make it known right off the bat that we've got the body of her son, who she may or may not like the fact that he's dead. I think that she might actually find that.
I just like to think that the Seamus homunculus is just like, there's an old dude dragging around a tub.
Seamus comes in. Clovis is committing elder abuse. Watching this old man drag a tub.
But he's fully clothed, right?
He's fully clothed, right? Right?
He's something.
How do you make Tavish's bathe fully clothed?
I mean,
They're never nudes.
Is there another way? They're never nudes. That tracks, actually.
Does he understand a bath?
yeah,
Only
Clovis actually does. He learned how to bathe when he was an artificer.
If only we had a McTavish specialist. on the podcast today.
See, that's the thing about McTavish they're always naked. Their beards are just so like
They're never
grown
clothed.
out. They just kind of like braid them they fashion them to make themselves look vaguely like clothes.
Yet another reason why Clovis was exiled.
Because I shaved my beard.
yeah.
He was unbearded at the beginning of the campaign.
Oh, you're dead to them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm the outcast.
That's why Seamus never talked about you.
yeah. Clovis had to shave to get the job with
my gosh.
Morse and Cures.
I wish I was making this up. So Clovis, as you begin to bathe a bit, you see a hang on. You see framed paintings of an elderly woman, 3 men, 3
And a baby.
younger men, and then slightly in a slightly bigger painting than all 6 men is a cat with wings, and underneath in a gold border, in a gold plaque, it says "Slobber Chops."
If there's nothing that I accomplish at this house other than meet Slobber Chops, I will be okay. He looks like a good kitty. I want to rub his belly. And I will probably die, but that is okay.
I would like to tickle.
Let me tickle the slobber chops.
I almost went Arnold Schwarzenegger there and just lost it.
Get to the slobber choppers.
Get to the slobber!
Into the slobber chopper.
Slobber Chopper, new band name, called it.
Because you're the only one in a band.
No, that's a Parks and Rec reference.
What's that?
It starts with P and ends with N.
That's racist.
After a little bit,
For what it's worth, Clovis isn't fully bathing. I just took my shirt off and I'm like
milling
cleaning
about.
up, and I'm like trying to get the sewer out of my hair.
Yeah, of course.
But I've seen too many westerns where the cowboy's in the bath and someone comes in and shoots him in the head.
The rest of you guys, are you heading, folks? Are y'all heading towards the Van Thamper Villa? What's your plan?
What's the blood?
I am making Lionel wear the backpack, and I am sitting in it for a minute.
Ah, it's like a hug from an old friend.
I've found some blood here. Blood. 1 drop
Blood.
of blood.
Yeah, it appears to be a single drop of red blood.
Whose is it?
Does it appear to
No
be
way to
fresh?
What's
It
taste
is
like?
fresh. It is fresh blood.
Well, there is a way to tell, isn't there? I mean, you can tell like what type of whether it's human or animal.
Well, can I ask it?
What kind of blood are you? You can ask it.
Whose blood are you?
Whether it answers or not, that's the key.
Where's the other blood going?
If I cast Zone of Truth, it has to tell me,
It has to
right?
tell me the truth. Unfortunately, the blood does not speak common.
It's very uncommon.
But does the blood speak?
The blood don't talk.
does it speak anything? Good one.
The only other person here that would understand that reference is not here.
That's okay.
All right, I
Ever
guess.
mentally.
All right, I think the first thing we got to do is dump this body where what's his name told us to dump it.
Zebek kind of just gestures.
Yeah.
Well, dump
In the brush.
this body. Dump this body in Inside Park.
All right, well, if there's no objections, I'm going to put the late Van Thamper into this early bush.
Would anyone like to
No objections from Zebek.
say anything?
Yes, good riddance. I couldn't have said it better myself. Rich nobility, piss off. And he pisses him off yeets him into the bush.
Like to say a word of respect, my people. Yeet.
Should we follow our colleague?
I would say yes. He's, imagine ankle deep in enemy territory.
He's like, smashed or at least bathwater.
Ankle deep in the bath.
Sounds like a Tool song. Ankle deep in the borderline.
He's probably fighting for his life. Smash cut to a nice warm bath. The butler's playing the harp now.
Another
The butler's trying to play
you
Is
just
It
see,
Too
like,
Lovely
a-
on the
a
harp, but he's got it
trail.
upside down, so he can't play it.
bro, I can't make this up. Another servant has come to attend you with some refreshments, some light refreshments. He says, "Good afternoon, sir. My name is Sarvinder Peck." He appears to be a salty 52-year-old
Boy?
house servant.
Salty is in like
He's-
salt and pepper
It
hair.
says salty.
Arr, what you so angry
Incredible.
about there, son? You're carrying the salty energy with you everywhere you go.
It's called brand recognition.
Our game recognized game.
Anyway, here's your grapes.
And then he waddled away. Waddle.
If you need anything else, please let myself or Fendrick know.
Yes, there was something I was going to ask you.
Go on.
I'm going to point at the gigantic painting of the cat with wings.
Yes.
I would like to pet the cat, please.
Let's see. I will see if Slobberchops is busy.
Okay. I have a little bit of a thing for felines, if you...
All right, that's about all we can play before copywriting. But that we'll go ahead and attribute that. That's 2 girls, 1 harp. I'm not lying.
That's really funny. Oh my gosh. He says, if none of the refreshments are to your liking, please let me know.
I don't know, you misunderstand. Everything is fantastic. It's much better than what I'm used to, so I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And tell the old man to take a break every now and again, would you?
We try. He's a bit of a workaholic, as they say.
Arr,
Always eager to please the mistress.
arr. I know what you mean. Wink, wink.
Always eager to please my mistress, if you know what I'm saying. He says, I'll see to Slobberchops and see if he's busy.
Fantastic.
Alrighty. So, the rest of the squad. Squad up! Squad! What do y'all want to do?
So I'm assuming that we're kind of like in that like edge of the forest area, so we can get like a view of the manor at this
You
point.
can see the manor from like a bit of a distance. It's maybe 100 to 150 feet. It's really not far.
So are we going to head towards the manor, staying to the edge? We're just going to be edging our way there.
Yeah. We could I was gonna say, is the gate fully like is there any place along the fence line that we can like sneak around? Just I would like to try to find like a back door, if you will.
Directly adjacent to the villa are other manors. However, if you want to circle around to see the back, you may also do that. It will take a little bit of time.
Will we?
Because you have to walk all the way down the street, turn the corner, and then walk all the way back.
Should we just go in?
As I say, why do we need to sneak around?
Yeah.
I don't want to edge my
I mean,
way
you
to
guys
the
have a
back door.
key to something, right? I was
We do have a key, and quite frankly, given what Zevek warned us about the circumstances of negotiating with the lady of the household, I don't think any outside influence would better his chances of conversation, given how things have gone over the past couple days.
right. That's why I was trying to do it one-on-one, because I feel like, you know, I had the drop on it because the tree led me here. So I feel like if I can just kind of keep it. Now, is there a window in this bathroom, foyer room?
Yeah, so you're in the foyer, which has 2 windows, each of which have curtains that are kind of pulled aside. One of the windows looks out into towards a sort of nice looking tree towards the southeast corner of the villa. The other one just kind of looks out onto the back entrance, across which you can see is the kitchen, it appears, if you have to guess.
I was going to suggest, through Seamus, I'm going to suggest to the rest of the party that I can open that door or window if they come in the back. They might be able to, kind of have a word with the kitchen staff on the way in.
Do we want to
come in
be
the
a
back.
group of heavily armored and armed people just appearing through a window?
I mean,
Or do we want
I
to kick
don't
down the
think
front door?
so. I was gonna say I'm gonna just lean over to or just look over at Lionel real quick. This is, while you've been out, we may or may not be facing penalty of death based on a past interaction of my favorite acquaintance.
and then Smash got to Eves. Smash got to Eves in a straight jacket and like a cell. I am Flame Such. I am Flame Such. I am Flame Such. I am Flame Such. I am Tim. I am Flame Such.
So, Lionel, what say you about this entire circumstance?
Lionel's confused.
Okay. There is some like good brainstorming happening. So you're currently talking sort of by the entrance from Insight Park into the Manor. What do we call it? Manorborn.
The Manor.
Manorborn Manor Park.
The Manor District.
Manor District, exactly. You do see that there's a patrol of 2 guards that are walking up and down the street.
Are they guards or are they Flaming Fist?
They are not Flaming Fist. They are called the Upper City Watch. So
Oh, so this is the actual city watch that gave up on where the Flaming Fist are.
Yep. Yeah. So there were more, apparently. So they have retreated to the upper city where the watch are paid, presumably,
Right.
and well equipped. So they do, as they're performing their patrol, they do spot you. You see that they both look at you. They see that you're in the park and not attempting to enter, but you can see that they're kind of slowing down to see what you're going to do. But they're continuing their patrol.
Seamus is going to communicate, or Clovis is going to communicate through Seamus that the guards may be ticket in. You know, so like, you know, the good old fashioned boys, look what I got here. Where all the rich women at?
Yeah, getting arrested. That's a great, worked out great last session.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, Kratos is just so apprehensive of just trying to have any more conversations with any guard of any form at this point for fear of somebody just royally fucking
No, there's
it
like,
up.
you said there's 2 of them, right?
It's just 2.
Yeah. So Seamus is going to suggest that knock them out and take their clothes.
What if you just talk to him?
Yeah, man, knock them out.
Why don't we just talk to them?
Knock them out with your charming good looks.
Don't impersonate a superior officer. Don't attack them.
Nobody has disguised self
Talk
here.
to them.
How about we just tell them about the dead druid in the park?
That's not a bad look. This is a good place to start.
But it's just like, hey, we were just in the park and we noticed that there was a dead man at the bottom of the tree. Well, why don't we just go tell that to them? It's like, hey, by the way, we saw this. What do we do about it?
Cool. You want to do that?
Yeah, I think that's what Kratos wants to do.
Seamus approves.
As you start to approach the guards, they sort of stop and turn towards you to give you their full attention. As you approach, they say, "Greetings, citizen. What's your business in
Manorborn Manor.
Sorry. In the what's your business in Manorborn?
Are they asking the manner of our business?
Oh, well, no, actually, we were just in the park. We just showed up in the park, and you guys were the first authority folks that we just saw. There's a dead body that we found at the base of the tree, and we're really not sure how to report it at this point.
I understand. First things first, do you have a receipt of your gate toll, or do you have a badge of office?
Yes, we have Flaming Fist badges.
I mean, yeah, we do.
You do. What is that? Do you show him something?
Yeah, I guess I could produce the contract that I was given.
Yes. Yeah. So you do produce it. One of the guard takes it and says, and looks at the other. Says, "This seems to check out." I see. Is there anything you mentioned? A dead body in Insight Park.
Yes, it's at the base of the tree. It seems to be some old man.
Also, keep in mind that he
very
actively
bloody.
died when we got there. He literally said, too late, and then
well,
died.
they don't have to know that. We just found a dead body.
That's a good point.
Seriously. Yeah, we came to the park. and there's a very bloody dead man at the base of the tree.
the guard looks to the other, and you see one mouth the name Toramesh, and the primary guard who's speaking to you says, "Do you know this man who is dead?"
Not really. He's kind of old. His blood-soaked clothing looks like it's made of burlap. We're recent to the city, so we were not too familiar with a lot of the party here.
I see. Well, we'll see to it that someone attends to the old man in the park. In the meantime, what's your business in Manorborn?
Quite literally. You were the first folks that we saw nearby. You looked over at us. We saw you. He was like, "Hey, those looks like some authority figures that might know what to do with the body." Honestly, we were just looking through the park, and then all this went down. So
Well, of course, with your badge of office, you're free to walk the streets of the upper district of Manorborn. However, we like to keep the streets pretty clear. So if you have a destination, preferably make your way there. If you need some assistance, let us know. We'll be continuing on our patrol.
Now I'm going to look over at, I guess, so anybody else around and see if anybody has any ideas.
Knock them out and take their clothes.
I am Flamesodge. What? No.
We already know where we want to go, so
What are we, Flaming Fist or some shit?
we'll just make our
What
way
are we,
there.
some kind of flaming fist?
Yeah. I guess we could just go to the Van Tamper Manor now, since we basically gotten cleared to do so.
Absolutely. Nobody stops you. You
Shame.
walk right up to the gate.
Seamus is going to recommend going back to the kitchen.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
As you get to the gate, three of the guards on the grounds spot you. Two of them approach to pull the gates to. They say, "Good afternoon. Are you with the others?"
Yes, we appreciate the warm welcome.
I see. Give me a second.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our apologies for the delay. We got held up with some business over in the park.
Credo, can I get a deception check?
Yeah. 1 sec. Got it. Does a 16 pass?
We will see. The two guards look at each other, and then the one says, "I see. I thought the others took care of that. In that case, please make your way to the back entrance and downstairs, as you know."
Very good. Thank you.
So, the third guard who did not open the gate, the other two closed the front gate. And the third begins to lead you around the side of the villa towards the back door. And that an elderly man who appears to be about 70 years old.
What house?
Opens the door. Says, "Good afternoon. I'm afraid I do not recognize you. However, I welcome you to the Van Tamper Villa. Please, this way." And he opens the door, walks into a small antechamber. Clovis, you see your fellow companions walk in through the back door from your vantage point in your bathtub, looking out the window. And let's see, Fendrick gestures towards an open trapdoor open to the basement. He says, "Down here, please."
Is there a bath down there?
He says, I can see what I can scrounge up." Carrying like deadlifting a giant bathtub
With Clovis in it.
Oh God!
You said it's a trap.
Fendrick
You said
looks
it's a
at
trap
Sir
door.
Stephanie and says, "A bath for you, sir. Please accompany me to the stable house."
Might I recommend the pond in the back?
So am I going to even be able to fit through this trapdoor? Just given my stature.
Yes. So it's a ladder that leads down, and it's
Well, trapdoors are
Easily like
easy
a
if you're
5x5.
tall. They're a lot harder if you're a round peg going through a square hole.
He's kind of built like a linebacker.
Yes, but Sir Stephanie's kind of built like a wrecking ball.
True. Okay.
neither of you will have
All right.
I
I guess
in that video.
so. I guess we're going down to the basement.
all right. Clovis, you see your friends go in, and they don't come in to join you. Well, I guess you have Seamus with you.
Seamus is
Seamus
with
them, so you know
them,
they
yeah.
go. Yeah, you know they go down into the trapdoor. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, relax in my hot bath while they're in another stinky basement.
Joke's on y'all. Okay. Hilarious. So as you
I'm going to ring up the old man and ask him to
Fantastic.
pull up another bath.
as you
This
enter,
bath is cold and need a hot one.
this does not. It is a bit musty, but this does not have the like rancid stink of the last underground undercroft.
Is there
that you
anything
were in.
dead down here?
You don't smell anything dead, other than my will to live.
Jesus.
That's what happens when you DM for us.
Sorry, no, that's big GM. He's in a DM.
You do.
GM.
You do see a
Dumb
black.
master.
You do see a black-robed human, currently walking down the corridor with a smoking censer, who's kind of waving the censer back and forth, perfuming the air with a burning incense.
How far away is he?
Maybe 20 feet.
Oh.
It looks like there's enough room that he'll be able to kind of squeeze past you. The corridors are about 15 feet wide, and 9 feet high. There's plenty of room in these, which is kind of surprising. It's remarkably clean. You see some doors. I'll describe some of the common things you're seeing. The tunnels here are lit.
Totally.
There are oil lanterns at regular intervals with green tinted glass. Each lantern sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. The doors that you see lining the halls are riveted iron plates with iron handles and hinges. Some doors have locks or barred windows. And the walls are brick with stone tiled floors.
Where did we leave off?
All right.
Before our break.
I'm back.
All right, so now that we're officially recording again, to our two fans, look up Garfield minus Garfield.
Yes.
This is mandatory watching.
Yes.
Talking to you, Optus Picky.
No, I mean, in order to understand us,
That's true.
you have to understand Garfield.
In order
Start
to
from the
understand
beginning.
Garfield, you must understand.
Garfield.
This one's about having children.
Aww.
Visual comics, visual jokes, best on a podcast.
I absolutely roasted my own son yesterday.
You did absolutely roast your own son yesterday.
Oh, you did?
It was not ready for it.
Yeah.
Has he recovered yet?
What happened?
One of the
was
players
the
who
context?
is not here today, the only player who's not here today, asked me if there was ever a nut I regretted, or what was the nut you regret the most? And I said, he's sleeping in the other room. I love my son. I got a
it's
judging
not
look
wrong.
from the other father at the table.
It's not wrong if it's true.
It's funny.
So the other day, Haley, I had to come out of the room for something. They were back in their bedroom, and I Haley, get out here, Dad, I'm coming out. And I just immediately yelled, "You already came out, now come out here!" And Haley came out, most annoyed look on their face ever, just like, "Really, Dad?" I'm like, "Yeah, I needed your attention, and now I have it."
Hold on.
Go get me a soda out of the fridge.
Give me a burr. Now that you're here, never mind. And they just walked away.
Hey, mistake. Gotcha.
Haley asked me yesterday why their name. Why did I name them Haley? And I'm like, well, it's easy. You have an older brother whose name is Jacob, 6 letters, third letter is a Y, 2 syllables. And when you were being born, your mom said, yeah, that would be the girl's name. I was like, what do you mean? 6 letters, third has to be a Y, 2 syllables. you do realize that like pigeonholes me to like, I don't know, their name's gonna have to be like Haley.
Macy.
Yeah, like, it's a very, very specific list of names. And then when we have the second kid,
Baby.
yeah, with the second kid, I'm
Mayo
like,
nah.
so
Dad, why am I named Mayo now? Pass me the mayonnaise, kid. I'm trying to get wasted.
yeah. And then when the second kid came along, the mom said it was like same rules, and I'm like, really? All right, let's start. Ailey, no, Bailey, I'm done.
Two tries.
Go with
Melee.
I was waiting for Daylay.
Dollar short, day late.
Yeah.
Bay had the most annoyed look, like I could have been named Fayley.
At least you're not named Gailey.
Actually, Haley made that joke, and now really wants to be known as Gailey. For legal reasons, these aren't my real kids' names. They're Mark and Jeff.
Mark seems like a wonderful girl.
I will only call your children Mark and Jeff from now on.
Just with no context.
Yeah.
Even in real life.
Hey, Mark. Hi, Jeff.
The older of the two Jeffs would probably go with it. Just like, whatever, scrub. Cockroach, get over here.
I was going to say, that doesn't even touch the nicest things that they've called me, which include cockroach, gross,
Hey, they called you Ezra's dad
what did they
once.
call us?
dummy.
No, yeah. We were weirdos. All of us were weirdos.
Yeah.
That's
These are
pretty
tame.
tame.
I hold in high regard.
And
pretty tame.
they toned
Iron
it down,
dudes.
too.
Yeah.
Like, they behaved for around you guys. Like, as soon as I got home, they're like, hey, fuckface. It's like, don't talk to your mother that way.
These kids are feral.
About to sleep in the backyard is what they're going to do.
Alrighty. You guys want to get to some generic, universal, nondescript D&D?
GURPS. GURPS, yeah. Just kidding. My kids are well behaved. I beat them.
Man, I have a GURPS character sheet at home. Anyway,
We should just turn this into Vampire the Masquerade.
we could play a White Wolf game. I wouldn't be mad at that. Okay, so you let's real quick table talk about why we are here in the Van Thamper Villa.
To kill something.
You want to kill something?
So I'm here because a tree told me to.
Yes. Okay. Kill something. Tree told me to.
I'm in a backpack.
You're in a backpack.
I have no fucking clue.
And Credo.
I'm trying to play backup for the dude in the house.
Back up.
Hey,
close.
Cool.
Vagina Van Thamper is the head of the cult. So we're supposed to stop her.
Okay.
But then we have Thirsty Van Thamper, who was trying to make a deal with us to get us to do something diabolical. Yeah,
Kill Morlock.
in exchange for our souls or something like that. So
Yeah, I've missed too many lures to.
it would be nice to talk to Thirsty Van Thamper to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But
As
we
you guys,
can't because he's part of Make-A-Wish.
as you
And
all,
the
And we're not the Avengers.
as you, most of you, or at least a representative of you,
Says who?
are in a are in this corridor. You hear and Zebek is just chilling on the wall, hanging out. Hey, how's it going?
Wait, are we all together? No, he's taking a bath.
Oh, yeah.
But his
Seamus-
representative is here.
Oh,
Right. My lawyer.
Not the worst legal counsel in a D&D game I've played.
Are we
That was
close
Yeah.
to Thirsty Van Thamper?
Unfortunately, you are not.
Okay.
Do I take it that you want to kill Master Thurswell?
No, he says we want to talk to Thirstwell about,
As I explained, talking
Thanks.
to Thirstwell is killing Thirstwell. Because
yes, in person, we understand this, but you see, there are ways to speak that are not in person, as is the way that I'm doing so right now. Because I am not Seamus, I'm Clovis.
We could hold up a sheet.
Zebek smiles and says,
why do you think you have not been talking to Thurswell this whole time?
Oh, so Thurswell is a dumbass piece of shit? Sorry, I'm projecting. Me own homunculus.
My family disowned me because I took a shower and shaved.
Are you thirsty?
My life is endless torture and agony. I take it out on little imps sometimes. Please forgive me. This is my swamp.
Quick read. Quick read is mine.
Quick read is mine. It's Garfield minus Garfield.
All around me are.
All right. So,
Okay,
Pants,
so
feet, pants, feet,
Would
pants.
would Zone of Truth work on an imp?
I don't see why not.
Okay, let's cast Zone of Truth.
All right.
I cast it.
All right. Zebek goes, kind of like recoils at your casting of a holy spell. He's like, yeah.
What was that sound again?
Yeah. leaves a bad taste in Zebek mouth.
Is thirsty.
Go
then
ahead.
Themper talking through
Yes.
now.
Zebek.
No.
Now.
Yes.
Are you Thirstwell?
Zebek is Zebek. Zebek serve Master Thurswell. And sometimes Master Thurswell speak through Zebek.
We want to speak with Thirstwell now.
You are speaking with Thurswell now.
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 I think it
Why
worked.
do you want the rest of the vampires dead?
Less Vanthampers means more power to Thurswell. Succession.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
What you know what they say about
has
power.
nothing
If
to
you
do with-
flip the hot and the neutral egg, you might blow up your circuits. I think. No. Absolute.
You must be a master artificer to know these things.
Master is not the right word. It's
Now, do we know if Thirsty's part of the cult?
You don't.
Okay. Are you part of one of the cults? Do you serve Ballbane or Matlock? Merkel.
No.
Madlock.
Do you have
Do you
any?
serve Matlock, MacGyver, or
MacGuffin.
fucking dog?
God.
That's the dog one.
No, the
McGuff.
McGuff.
Oh no, you're right. That is
Scruff
Scruff
McGuff.
That's Scruff McGuff. That's right.
Only you, can,
any cartoon dogs? Answer me.
only you can prevent forest crimes.
Swear to me.
Wait, then who's MacGuffin?
MacGuffin is like a generic term for like a quest
Oh,
item.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a red herring.
Yeah.
Red hair?
Can be.
What?
Ing.
Oh, redheading?
Red hair.
Yes.
Why did I think that MacGuffin was? I thought that.
Scruff McGuff.
Yeah,
Scruff
I got
McGruff.
this.
The crime dog.
Yeah. Take a bite out of crime. Yeah. But
Yeah,
no, if
I
you
got
ask
so many
directly,
things mixed up in my head there.
you ask Zebek directly, does Thirstwell serve any of the cults or any of the Dead Three? He says no.
Well, I don't think we need to be asking if
you have
Morlock
any-
did because he were down there with them. But and I think the reason that we're going this way is because, and also based on the interaction that we had earlier, the Tharamra and possibly others are serving the cult because the people that murdered the druid came into the.
So just table
House.
talk for the group. How do we accomplish anything in Baldur's Gate? Because if we kill the Lamra, Thirstwell becomes more powerful, but he still seems like a giant diabolical asshole. So should we just kill everybody and light Baldur's Gate on fire and ride out of here?
Well, see, at this point, I mean, we're kind of stuck between like two like half quests because we were hired by the Flaming Flaming Fist to come into the city in the first place to investigate all of the murders associated with the
What you're
cults.
saying is
So the Flaming Fist.
what you're saying is help me half quest. I'm stuck.
All right.
Yeah. Well, no. Basically,
Do we know
I mean,
enough about
the Flaming Fist does not like the cultists.
That's not been established.
We
actually don't know
who
if
is
the
assisting
Flaming
with the
Fist
cult.
don't like the cultists or not.
we
They
know-
said that they wanted us to investigate them, but they don't really seem to care.
Enough about Baldur's Gate to know who the next potential successors are for Duke.
That's a great question. I'll tell you right now. Thalamra Vanthamper.
That's it.
She's one of them.
Well, I mean, other than that,
She's a relevant one.
obviously, and that's why we don't want her to become one. But do we know anyone else that's like good
Hey, that's a great question.
that we should be helping out?
Yeah, because I guess if Thalamra if we kill off Thalamra, then Thurswell is now next in line, probably for the Duke position.
Is the Duke hereditary in this arc, or is this some
No.
electoral thing?
Yeah. Do you know enough to explain it?
I don't know if they're elected or not, but it's not hereditary.
Yeah.
Duke is not king.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
It's
They
not
are-
a successor like king. You don't have to be the son of.
well, depending on if we're talking about like real life, in some systems that's the way it was. But if it's appointment, is it
not
appointment
for
by
Baldur's Gate.
Thurswell would inherit the Vanthamper,
claim?
like all of the Vanthamper stuff, and then he may become a
Candidate.
he may become a candidate. But given that he would probably be restructuring and trying to get everything under himself, he probably wouldn't be the strongest candidate. Unlike Thalamra, who is already established and has like a strong claim. So there is something to be said about like, I don't want him to be candidate at all because I don't trust him. But it is Baldur's Gate. Everybody's got dirt. Anybody in power, they've stepped on somebody to get where they are.
Though, do we know that if we do off Thalampra, that we can go to one of the people that we deem legitimate for being Duke and saying, hey, make sure you keep an eye on this guy?
I'll be honest. I think that might be beyond the scope of this adventure. To be honest,
Nothing's beyond the scope of what I want to do.
yeah.
So what you're saying is
well-
that this D&D is beyond.
No, because
beyond my wallet because you ain't getting any of my money, wizards.
You mean Ungeons and Dragons from Wizards of the Toast?
Ungeons and yeah, Ungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Gonna get me.
Onions and ragamuffins.
Yeah, because I guess I get it as at this point because when we first established that, like, we were trying to figure out what happened with the city that is no longer there. Like that was the entire point of us coming here.
So what
in the
I'm
first
hearing is
place.
we're abandoning the
So-
source book and we're now turning this into a
Baldur's Gate Adventure.
podcast. This is now a political podcast where we're going to manipulate the system.
Okay,
and
so Z-Back's here.
bring our candidate.
Big man on campus is going to
dukedom.
ask him, does he know through our actions here how we can reach El Toro?
You would be able to find. Oh, you're asking Zebek.
Yes.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Depending on what we do here, how can it help us reach El Toro?
Quick mid-sentence nap. I love it. Zebek smiles, which is a terrible thing. But he says, "That is the right question." And he says, "You need two things. You need the shield and the box.
What are they?
The box is a treasure held by Master Thurswell. The shield is a treasure held by the mistress of the house. She keeps it in the vault with a face familiar to you, Hellrider."
What face would that be?
Yet to be seen.
The box. So this is table talk, but we intercepted in. Who was the one that we killed first? Well, we didn't kill him. The box. The first guy the first Vanthamper we met.
Emmerich.
Amric. There were letters to him from his brothers talking about trying to open the box, and they couldn't do it.
Yep.
Couldn't figure it out.
So
It's a tavern puzzle. That's what it is.
and
if we recover,
Glass onion.
no, it's clearly the key that Borglock
we
had.
recover
Because remember, Morlock was estranged. Why would he have this key?
It could be a key to the vault. Or it could be, well, Sawyer's not here, but it could be a key to a door that we're going to break down and ignore the key that we found.
Well, Stephanie asked if we can recover the shield from Thalamra. Would Thirstwell meet with us?
Through Zebek.
With
Probably.
a caveat that Thurswell would be able to limit the contact to ensure his survival. He can guarantee that you will meet face to face.
Okay, as long as we don't have to sign a contract, that seems like a fair agreement because there's probably ways around that for the rest of us or some of us.
So the deal is, you want to get the shield to Thurswell in exchange for meeting face to face with him.
We would recover the shield and bring it with us to Thirstwell to meet with him.
Okay. Yes, that's agreeable.
Okay. Does Zebak know where the shield's being held in the manor?
Yes, in the vault.
Where is the vault?
The vault is in the basement.
Where we're at.
Yes.
Sweet. You guys just want to hop, skip, and go naked there?
I think we go to the vault, yeah.
Well, and as far as everyone else knows, we're part of the cult because the guards thought that we were the ones that killed the druid. That's why they let us in the back.
Yeah. So what's gonna
I didn't make that connection. Okay.
so what's gonna happen is that
So
trying to think.
Tharamra is objectively evil, though,
Yes.
at this point, right?
All of them are.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Well, she's associated with the cult, which
So now
the
Tabletop
Flaming Fist don't
Zebak
like.
doesn't know this, but you heard our agreement, right, for the rest of the party?
Yeah, we bring the shield and...
We recover the shield and bring it with us.
right.
There's not an agreement with Zebak to hand
Yes.
it over.
No, just to have it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's correct.
Lulu already wants to strangle Zebek because she doesn't like his stupid face. She's just making sure she's cool with anything. Anybody else in this house that gets hurt is objectively a bad person to begin with.
I'm so excited for Lulu to see what's down here. So as you walk down a bit of the corridor and turn to what is appear to be like a primary hallway, you see
Crates
two-
and crates and crates of avocados.
Kratos.
Unfortunately, no. You see two individuals dressed in what you would only call like the robes of a cultist of Merkel and the red veil of a cultist of Baal. Can I get a? I'm trying to think. There's a couple ways you can play this. You can try to just play it cool, keep walking, like you don't see him, you don't recognize him, whatever. Or you can do something else.
Well, table talk. We should all know that the reason that we're down here is because the guards think we're part of the cult.
Yeah.
So keep that in your mind as
Exactly.
we make that decision.
Can I ask for directions to the vault?
I was gonna say even for I mean, even from Kratos' perspective at this point, given how once again how badly Eve's fucked up last time, I'm not looking for conflict here.
So is your plan to kind of pass them by and say nothing? Or do you do something else?
I'm in a backpack.
I see. We can like Kratos gonna try to walk by, just glance over, give him a little like one of those half nods, and then keep on
You're
going.
standing and you're holding next to me and I'm not speaking. Nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that one.
Let me get a single deception check from somebody. Maybe Stephanie.
18.
Hey, that's pretty good. So, you do that, Kratos, and they all look at you for a second, and the cultist of Baal stops and turns her head and says, "Hang on a second." And the cultist of Merkel stops And they all look at you for a second, and there's a moment of silence that settles on the corridor. They say, "You're turned around. It's the other way. Follow us."
Much obliged.
So they begin to walk with their backs toward you, towards a room, slightly back the way you came, but one of them opens up a door, and inside is a big central table, what appears to be kind of like a war table, like a planning strategic map of Baldur's Gate, as well as an elderly woman who is pretty tall, well built in stature. She's leaning over the table and looks to be deep in thought with a, the larger man also with his hands crossed, kind of sitting on his belly, kind of just also looking at the table while an agent appears to be giving a report over some event that's happening. You see a number of other cultists matching the description of the ones who walked you into this room that have filed in the back and are listening and waiting. This presentation, it appears, is somewhere in the middle or maybe coming to an end. However, the agent then turns the attention over to Mistress of the Manor, Lady Thalamar Van Thamper. And she turns with her arms crossed. I think I got a picture here for you. There you go. She looks like she's about to deck somebody in the official art.
AR, could you help me out here?
Can you see?
Wait.
No.
Oh yeah.
kinda small, I
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Wait, let me do it again.
I think you can Google.
No, that was good. That was
I think
good.
you can Google.
No, that was good. That was good.
Oh, I just realized that you can see yourself in my camera. Do you see how purple you are, JP?
Yeah. No, it's
love
fine.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
it's funny.
because I dropped the monitor. Either that or I'm using a really stupid cable.
Yeah.
So I have a active mini display port to DVI,
Yeah.
then a DVI extender to a DVI to HDMI cable, because that's just what I had.
She says, with the final cultists having joined us, we will complete our contract. We will see that I am elected Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Son of a bitch, he's going to try and sacrifice us all.
With the help of High Observer Thavius Krieg, seated here next to me, we will ensure that Baldur's Gate is offered to Zariel just as Elturel was.
Excuse me?
Just to able to, I know it's been a long time. High Observer is the highest ranking position of the Hellriders. And though it may have taken a second, you instantly recognize Thavius Krieg across the table.
Does he recognize me?
No.
Does he recognize Lionel?
No.
Thank God.
He hasn't looked in your direction yet.
So
And of
I'm
course-
telepathically viewing this, but I'm still in the
Oh, Jesus.
He's like sipping
Okay, so obviously,
a little raspberry in it.
I would like to try to do something now, as Clovis, not just Seamus, because Seamus's character stats are a little weak.
Run out of the bath with
bath.
soap around you with censoring your bits.
going to towel himself off.
Yeah, to be fair, I wasn't
spray himself
completely.
with lavender.
I was never completely in the bath, so I'd like to, I figured I'd be just about done by now.
Yeah, brushing your teeth, but throwing your boots on.
Yeah. So
So far,
Here's my-
everyone's playing it cool. Everything seems good,
here's my thought.
with the exception of some beads of sweat
Are we?
building.
Yeah, I mean, but he's always sweaty. So,
Business as usual.
so here's my thought. So, everyone's keeping it cool downstairs. That's where it needs to stay cool. But I can create a distraction.
All right.
I'm going to turn myself into flames on. No. So I would like to try to sneak somewhere. Can I get to the kitchen without being detected?
Possible.
Okay.
Roll stealth for me.
I just shut my iPad.
In the meantime, Stephanie, you
Yeah.
feel a little bit. You don't see anything, but you feel a little bit of weight on your shoulder, and you hear a familiar voice.
Stay cool, Hell Rider.
He makes an oath to himself right now to kill Thavius Krieg. Not that he's just going to run out there and do it, but now he
For
is.
flavor,
Now.
can you? I was gonna say for flavor, can you say it under your breath? I'm not gonna like hold.
Thavius.
The burp is canon.
Too many power cubes.
The burp is canon.
You
With
are mine.
And Zebek says, "Good."
Lulu is telepathically speaking to Lionel right now.
Lionel.
yes, child.
She said Zariel. Who's Zariel?
Very, very, very. He kind of looks mischievously over at him and is evil man.
Zariel's an evil man?
It's an archdemon of hell.
Indeed.
It's what the Gen Zers are calling cereal these days because it's not cool to say cereal.
Now,
Gotta say the Z.
did,
Zariel.
did Lionel show any outward signs of recognizing any of these people?
No, he's cool as a cucumber right now.
Okay.
Lulu is sweating profusely in your backpack, by the way. Like you can
It's
tell.
a wet backpack.
Yeah. it's a wet ass pack.
It's just dripping water from the edges of the backpack.
Now, you can tell that she's like moving around in there like something is bothering her suddenly.
Yeah, because Stephanie knows Krieg and Zariel.
Correct.
So you'd say Lulu is a wet ass elephant.
Wet ass pachyderm.
Yes.
Yes. I forgot that was a term.
So
Pacadillo.
Thavius Krieg sort of steps away from the table and walks out of the room. Thalamra stands and sort of begins to rattle off what may be like an inspiring speech that the plans have been set. The trap is nigh to be sprung. More blood will be spilled in Baldur's Gate before I am elected Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. And then the Dead Three will have fulfilled their purpose in bringing glory to their evil gods. And then the cultists.
No, that's not
Praise
bad.
Bane,
Are we
praise
inspired?
Oracle, praise. Are you inspired? Woo! Go team.
Do we all get inspiration from that speech?
Let's see. Okay. Here's what I'll do. Yes, but I get a thing.
You get a thing.
I get a thing. I get like a little bit of influence. I'm just gonna call it malicious influence. It's like inspiration, but for me.
So you're paying lobbyists, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So whoever wants to be inspired by this, you can gain inspiration, but I will gain malicious influence.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, hit me.
Anti-inspiration.
All right. So you
Hit
grab
me.
inspiration.
Hit me with all the malicious.
This is like a demon. This is like a demonic luckstone.
Yes.
I'm
It is
all
like-
for it. Can I track this in the app?
yes.
Just put it at the bottom
So,
of your characters,
actually-
just under description.
Homebrewing on the fly. This will stack with inspiration. So if you already have inspiration, you can get another one.
Another one.
So Lionel's got malicious influence.
Hell yeah.
Anybody else?
I'm not actually down there, so
Okay. I mean, you can hear it though.
I can. But it's like the difference between being at a concert and watching a concert DVD.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm anti-inspired.
You're hearing it on vinyl.
Credo does not accept it.
Can I accept everyone else's malicious influence?
Yes,
I want to roll all the dice tonight.
Yeah, Credo does not accept the influence.
So Lionel's got it. I dig it. Seeing that Lionel's like getting into it.
Yep.
Yeah. He is. One of the cultists of Baal looks over and says,
Good for you, brother. You among us are truly devoted. Please, take this.
and passes you a bright red loop that once in your hands you recognize as a whip that has just been like kind of stowed for carrying.
All right, hell yeah.
This is the
Whip of Nene.
whip of Devo. Once in your hand, it feels good. It feels comfortable.
All right.
It functions as a +2 whip, so +2 to hit and +2 to damage.
Okay. So we have. It's a whip.
It's a whip.
Well, can you whip it? Whip it good.
But once it's in your hand and it feels good and feels comfortable, it feels like it would be difficult to put this down.
Gotcha.
So
Just trying to find the. I'm trying to find the whip.
It's a simple weapon, isn't it?
It's a martial weapon.
is a martial. Yeah.
There, I found it. Okay.
got reach.
All right. It's got reach, finesse. Damage is.
1d4 +2 plus.
Oh my god!
It's a lot of damage.
It ruined it. All right. This might take me a minute. Hold on. You continue. Continue, my friend.
So I will tell you, it is a cursed item. So
Okay.
in order to wield something other than this in whatever hand you have it in, you'll have to have remove curse. But it's +2 to hit, +2 to damage. And then when you're attacking, if you attack with it twice, it is a DC 12 to not continue attacking the nearest target.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
okay.
So whip of Devo. How do I? Is there any other way I can? All right. So it's 1d4 +2.
Yeah, 2 additional magic damage, and then plus your normal.
2 additional magic damage. So 1d4.
There'll be like +2 plus dex damage.
Cool. And then it's got some cursed stuff to it.
Yeah, so it's a DC 12 to stop hitting, basically,
Whip of.
because you must whip it. That's the
Whip
the
it
joke.
good.
Yes.
Whip of Devo. DC 12 to stop hitting. All right. I'm ready.
All right. Excellent. So,
So I rolled a 15 for that stealth to get to the kitchen.
yes, you make it to the kitchen.
I would like to
Old
make it
Fenwick's.
explode because there's grease and stuff up there.
Yeah, you want to start a fire as quickly as possible?
I definitely do.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can probably use some of my artificizing to do that more efficiently.
Roll an Arcana for me. Arcana doesn't really make sense. Investigation. Investigation. That's the one. Still got your int.
It's 11.
Okay. You do find some raw flour. You find some oil, and like a boiling stew pot.
Fantastic. I'm going to put the oil into the boiling stew pot, and then I'm going to create a cloud of flour because flour is combustible below. It's combustible at room temperature if it's like in a cloud form.
It's insane. Yeah, it's insanely
Super
flammable.
dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, so you set that up really quick, and then it sets in, oh shit, what do I do now? Like, I'm in here too.
Yeah. So I'm going to get out.
Could I have an athletics check to see how fast you get out of here?
That is a 9 + 4.
Oh, yeah. So you set it up
13.
and then kind of proud of your work, you put your hands on your hips for a second. That's like, shit, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. As you go to leave and open the door, I almost called him Fenwick. That's not right.
Woodstock.
Fendrick. Yeah, Woodstock. Woodstock is right in the door, kind of blocking you inadvertently. He goes, sir, what are you doing here? What's going on back there?
I was looking for the soap and I fucked up. Get out!
Really? Entirely localized in that kitchen?
Yes!
May I see it?
We're gonna die! Get out! I knocked some shit over and we're gonna blow up.
Give me a deception check with disadvantage.
I have an inspiration. Can I burn that to remove the disadvantage?
Yeah.
It's 16.
All right. He goes, oh, yeah, that does look serious. And he steps out of your way and you can get out. He
I didn't want to call you because you're old.
He goes, he's like, I must get to the well, and he kind of follows you to go grab a bucket. Excuse me. What everybody hears,
I'm surprised he's not trying to drag
what
the
everybody hears
bathtub.
at about the same time is this, what sounds like thunder. And then the oil lamps on the ceiling and the walls like flicker and shake, and you hear the rattling of glass and anything not bolted down, including the table in the center begins to like shifts slightly. And then Thalamra looks up and says, "We're under attack." She looks around, and the cultists begin murmuring amongst themselves. And she looks out, and with a 23 perception check, points across the table to all of you in attendance and says, "Them, the new ones." Most of the cultists turn and look. You have but a second to respond.
So
It wasn't us. No.
Lionel, this is Krieg.
What's their version of the howl? Like, just give him the salute.
Where the white women at?
Is Krieg is Krieg like gone? Did he exit the room?
He did.
Damn. Okay. Fuck it. Lionel's just gonna crack the whip.
All right, start cracking.
Yeah.
Well, that was not what I was hoping for. I was hoping to draw all of the fighting force out of the dungeon.
How many cultists are down there with us?
15.
Oh, many.
Many. One. Yeah. Many. One. Yeah.
All right. Before anything else happens, Clovis is heading down the dungeon.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start.
Yeah. So you see the explosion like has blown out the outer walls of the kitchen, and a bit of a fire is beginning to creep up.
Can I cast Hold Person on Thalampra?
Ooh, you may. Lionel wants to crack the whip. What is Lulu doing?
How would you describe this setup in the room?
Very crowded.
Okay, so she is going to rise up out of this backpack wearing a mustache,
Okay. Nice mustache.
and then falls off. She looks very sad momentarily, and then she looks up, looks right across at the evil lady, and she's going to blow a trumpet of sparkles, which is going to make a cone in front of her. And is that going to hit everybody?
Darn near. Yeah. It's going to hit a lot.
So every creature in the cone must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Evil creatures have disadvantage.
Ooh. Well, yeah, it's a failure. I'm just going to roll for the group. That'll be the group. And then I'll roll for her with disadvantage. Yeah, everybody fails.
Everybody's going to take, it says 22 or 48 plus 4 damage.
Woo!
See, we just go with the 22.
Let's do the 22. Yeah.
Okay,
I like
so
that.
everybody in the cone takes 22 sparkle damage.
Wowie.
And if you're a good creature in the cone, you take no damage.
I'm going to say just for kind of RP and flavor, you blow like a cone that like of sparkles that it's a confetti cannon.
Yes,
it kind of parts.
Glitter cannon.
It parts the sort of sea of cultists in front of you.
Wait, it's a 30-foot cone
30-foot cone. Oh yeah, this room is
and can be heard from a range of 600 feet.
yeah. You hear the
Mop.
Everybody has
This is an archer show. Yeah, this is a 6x6. Not 6x6. Sorry. This is a 30x30 room, so you encompass the entire room.
and everybody is deaf.
Yeah. And
Clovis didn't go deaf, but he does have the tinnitus.
I'm gonna say, yeah, because it's an enclosed space, it's sort of concussed everybody prone, save for the people who are immune because of you have a special.
Because we're good.
You are good.
If we're good, well, I don't know. Hang on.
I was about to say, I feel like Lionel might actually take
Because of malicious influence.
some
The
damage.
whip
I'm gonna
hits
say-
the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Lionel does get knocked prone, but doesn't take any damage.
That's just because he's old.
Yeah,
That's loud. I don't like it.
Bones.
Stephanie's looking
he
around like,
forgot to
what
take
the
his
hell
hearing aids
happened?
out.
my dentures.
And just sees all this glitter, and he's like, "Oh, this is cool."
Stupid dog.
I don't know why Lionel's Eustace in my mind for a second.
I'm getting me mallet.
Okay. So this has opened up another opportunity. Although Thalamra was knocked prone and took the damage, as she stands up, you see this infernal fiery energy begin to billow up around her arm. And where's my D8?
I still cast it.
Lulu, you take 13 damage, and then I need to make a roll.
Yes,
hold
wisdom.
first. Wisdom. She passed with an 18 plus.
What kind of damage was that?
It's a good question. Fire.
Was it a spell or just damage?
Fire dam. Oh. It is a spell.
Is she more than 10 feet away from me?
She is.
Then
Nothing.
Lulu just kind of looks at her and goes, "Fucking nice mustache, bitch."
Jesus.
She goes,
Nice mustache. I'll see you in hell.
and then she falls over, and her body turns into a pile of ash.
Did I do that? Did I do
Wooden
that?
asshole.
The rest of these people, are they also bodies or are they going to get back up?
They're like holding their heads and beginning to go
Get after them. Get them. In the name of the dead three, blah.
Can I?
on the wall. You see a shield with a grotesque face.
Can I do a thing?
Yes.
So, because this is a dungeon and there's probably a back door, and that's probably where Thavius Krieg went out. Clovis isn't all the way down, but can I see if I can send Seamus towards where I think he went?
Yes.
Follow him?
Yes, you can. So Seamus is like flying around, and you see that Seamus sees that Thavius is kind of like booking it down one of the corridors towards the vault.
Ooh, fantastic.
Since this is an dungeon, are there any dragons around?
Not yet, but soon. Don't you worry. You see, as you approach the shield is a fake. Because, of course, the real shield.
Yes, in the
It's in
vault.
the vault.
Yes. So,
Let's go to the vault.
Seamus approaches Thavius, who produces a key with a grotesque face on it, puts it into...
Does that key look familiar?
Yes, it does. Puts it into the key slot in the vault, pulls it open, and pulls it shut behind him just before Seamus gets there. The rest of you...
All right.
You
well,
have but a
Seamus
minute if you want to leave this room.
Seamus,
Yeah, really
Seamus
good.
is going to do like one of those cartoon, like it's going to make like the brake sound, like in the middle of the air, like skid around and like go shooting back.
Yeah, Roadrunner, like
Yeah. And like
wheel feet.
go tell the rest of the crew that Thavius went to the vault and we have the key from Mortlock.
Vault, key, have, Thavius.
How many cultists are still alive in this room?
They are all still alive.
Do
But-
they look like they're going to be...
If they're behind you, that's not a problem.
We should leave.
All right.
Yeah. So, are you headed
To the vault?
to the vault?
Vault, yeah.
Cool.
Clovis will meet him in the hallway.
So we have this cool scene of everybody's running, and you see this like wave of cultists like crashing behind you as you turn the corners.
It's like the it's like,
like
the
The
last
Shining.
Star Trek movie. Like, do you remember where the robots are trying to the one with Idris Elba? And like the Enterprise is like surfing on robots to the Beastie Boys song that they used in every single one of those movies.
Yeah.
As,
I know
as the cultists are chasing us, Lou's going to turn around. She's going to look at them and she's going to roll her trunk up and go,
Ooh, intimidation check. Pretty good. Yeah. You see like most of them like dive like to either side.
She goes, and then turns around at 120 feet per second. Just whoop.
Meow. Yeah, just sound like a cloud burst. Is that right? Break the sound barrier. So you make it to the. Who has the key? Is it Credo?
Yeah, Kratos took it. Yeah.
Credo.
I got it.
Given the run and the rush of adrenaline, you produce the key towards the lock. Your hand is shaking. Can I get a? Is it stealth? It's a dexterity check.
Sleight of hand.
Acrobatics.
Sleight
I
of-
would
yeah, it's gonna be
imagine.
sleight of hand.
Or yeah,
Forgot that's a
acrobatics
skill.
is sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, please.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
What if Stephanie gingerly puts his hand on top of his?
That's a 7.
Yeah, so you like, and then ping, it like you hear it plink onto the dungeon floor like, shit! You reach down, the cultists are getting closer and closer. Does anybody else do something?
Yeah, can I use my boots of, I forget the real name of them, but it doesn't say that I have to teleport line of sight. So I was
Boots of the
assuming
cowboy that wrestles with large creatures?
No, it's the artificer infusion.
Oh, springing and striding?
Something like that.
Okay.
They're boots that allow you to teleport 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
So what I was trying to get at is that since Seamus saw all of that, and I was thinking the reason I kept Clovis upstairs was because if there was a back exit, I could like run on the surface to try to get there. But seeing that it was just a vault, I came down and hopefully met up with the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Can I try to use my boots to teleport into the vault?
Ooh. Yeah, given that you know where it is because of the homunculus, you can guesstimate. There's a bit of a gamble because you don't necessarily know the depth, but you're confident that...
Well, I did see how thick the door was because he opened the door.
You saw the door, right. Yeah, I think there's still an element of danger. What X-Men movie is that where he's like, there's Nightcrawler is like trying to teleport. It's like, I've never done somewhere I haven't seen before.
X-Men 3. The one that sucked that no one remembers.
Yeah, I don't know why I remember that.
Rise of the Darkest Phoenix.
I think that one's worse. With Sansa Stark. Let me see.
They're called Boots of the Winding Path.
Okay. I'm going to say yes, there is an element of danger into teleporting, but given that you have a little bit of extra information, I'm going to add that to the potential here. I'm going to say this is an Arcana check to sort of like tune in where you're going. So roll that Arcana check. Because we don't have use magic item in 5e. Not that that's what we're playing, Wizards.
No.
That is a 9.
Oh. Yeah, so... Okay, this could be worse. You do teleport into the vault. Minus 2 inches.
Into the vault.
Into the vault floor. So your feet are stuck, firmly planted. Just a little bit. And you don't realize until you kind of try to wiggle your foot a little bit. Inside you see Thavius Creek. He turns to you with a puzzled look. What do you want?
My feet! They're stuck!
He says,
I want you to answer for the sins of betraying your office.
I betrayed no office. I served my masters just as I was bidden.
That sounds like an excuse. Delegating. You could learn something from the butler upstairs. He's never delegated a day in his life.
He says, I did. I served Elturel, and Elturel served me. And now Elturel will serve another master.
But have you ever thought about this? What if they didn't want to?
He says, they will all serve Zariel. Every single one of them.
Are you sure about that, lad?
Certain they signed the contract.
Just because you put something in the terms and agreement when you do a software update doesn't mean it's legally binding. Haven't you seen that episode of South Park?
He says, struggle as they might. They will serve Zariel, all that signed the Creed Resolute.
That sounds like, I know someone that signed that.
Then there'll be a Hell Rider soon enough.
He already is a Hell Rider. Do you mean he'll be in hell soon enough?
Yes. A bit of column A and a bit of column B.
A little bit of...
He sounds like he's a little flustered.
A little bit of Monica by my side.
Monica, little bit of Zariel by my side. Little bit of
Elturel into hell.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, can we flash back to the hallway with the key situation?
Yeah.
I have an idea. Okay, so I drop the key. I go down and I pick it back up. Creative realizes he's shaking. Stephanie, hit me in the face as hard as you can.
There's no time.
He just takes the key and then puts it in the door because he's stone cold. He knows
Ooh, yeah.
that
He also didn't
Thavius
run.
Krieg is in there and he's waiting to kill him.
Oh yeah.
I
Give
wanted
me-
to have a moment.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
He also didn't run, to be fair. He did a Goron roll.
Wait, plus 3.
Your
6.
your anger causes you to punch the vault door as hard as you're just thinking of Thavius Krieg and that key goes whew, like up into the air, bounces off the ceiling, comes back down.
Oh, can I catch it then? While it's in the air?
Somebody else?
Can I reach the door from my position of stuck on the floor?
Ooh. Ooh, give me a like a reach. Is that we'll call that
reach check.
athletics. Yeah. That's like a 3.5 skill. Spot, reach.
Can I enter rage
search.
because I'm really mad that my feet are stuck on the floor?
You may rage.
Great. I get advantage on this.
What kind of D20 is that? My guy.
What? Crit!
Are you sure?
Yes, it's the squid.
Did you
I
get
got
the ant
squid.
to read it to you? Yeah.
You can thank Eve
I
for
rolled
this.
squid.
You somehow jump out of your boots and land on the handle that twists the door open, and the vault door opens. The rest of you see Clovis wearing only his ratty socks.
That's it, just the socks.
Yeah.
Beard and
inside,
socks.
You see Thavius Krieg in front of a shield with a disgusting looking face on it.
Gonna charge Krieg.
All right. Everybody gets in.
I'll blitz the Krieg.
Very nice.
Bop.
And you shut the door. He looks to Lionel and looks to Sir Stephanie. Says, "Fellow Hell Riders, have you come to join me in the glory of becoming a servant of Zariel, reaching our true potential?"
Lionel was a hell rider?
Was, to be more precise, why do you refer to me as one of your own after all these years? After what you've done to me?
Because all that matters is that you signed the Creed Resolute. The Unity laws, of course, of my own design, ensured that all souls of Hell Riders would rise as dread knights of Zariel.
Then we do not die this day. He's gonna cast Compelled Duel.
Ooh. Okay. What does he have to save? Charisma? Something?
Do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I think I still got some from Lulu's trumpet.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. He fails.
Okay, so on a failed save, the creature is drawn to me, compelled by my divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage attack rolls against any other creature and must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away. If it succeeds, it doesn't restrict the target's movement that turn.
Okay.
It ends if I attack any other creature.
Damn.
Okay.
So then I'm going to attack as well.
Alrighty. You rush and attack him.
Yeah, I'm going to use that 9 lives stealer greatsword.
Yes. Yes, you may.
How do I attack with that thing?
Roll to hit, and if you crit, if it's a creature with less than 100 HP, it dies, and you absorb its soul.
So what's the crit on that thing? Is it still 20?
It's 20, yeah.
Because some of them are like 19, 20.
Yeah. This one because it's powerful enough.
What if it's half a crit?
A 10?
Yeah. Which is an 18.
Yeah. I mean, that's still really
hit.
good. Because he is 42. You definitely hit.
Okay, and then can I use that one ability that I have?
Yes, you can use that one, but not the other one.
That one.
If only you had some malicious influence, you could do something special.
But I don't because,
Yeah. It sounds like it's too much risk. I get it.
yeah, I'm not malicious. I'm a paladin.
Yeah.
Or a paladin. Mm-hmm. We're going to use Divine Smite.
Okie dokie.
Okay. 8, 9, plus 7, 16 damage.
All right. Yeah. You slash him deeply with the sword, and he but smiles and looks at you. You see the blood welling up. He says, "Pain on this realm is nothing when we make it to the 9 hells." He says, "My plans are set. You can do nothing to this mortal coil."
Fair enough. I'm gonna go get the shield.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So you walk over, and you see this shield. It's got a nasty face on it.
It does have a nasty face.
Nasty face. It says, "Hello, little one."
I mean, I know I'm a grower, not the shower, but you didn't have to rub it in.
You are small to me.
I suppose you'd probably say that even to that one. I'm pointing over Credo.
Yes, he is small to me too.
That's
Mine too. Audio's cutting out a little bit on my headphones.
weird. Check the connection on the headphone jack.
Sorry to break up the moment.
No, you're good.
That one, and then is it cutting out on YouTube, Mike?
Just a little bit.
Yes, that's probably where the splitter's plugged into the extender.
It says, "Would you take me down from this rack?"
Yes. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to reunite you. The rack and the box, make a complete woman, if you catch me drift.
Yes. As I understand it,
Thank you.
so you're going to find the puzzle box.
Yes, I've been told it's a tavern puzzle. We were supposed to guess that out of the gate, but no one could.
It doesn't laugh, but it says, "If you're after the puzzle box, then you are headed to Avernus."
Unfortunately, it seems that way, but we've got some deals to make with a Thirstwell Van Thamper. We've seemed to have accidentally... We haven't killed any of them, but we've contributed directly to the death of all of the rest of the family, so he seems to be the one left.
I see.
I killed one of them.
Well,
Did you actually kill her, or did she just turn into ash?
After I sparkled the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Maybe she just turned into ash.
Yeah, maybe.
you know that's not a spell, turning into ash. Well, I guess you could recreate it with like illusion and invisibility, but you didn't detect that. She did. He said.
Yeah.
He says, "Allow me to lend you my favor. You may. Do you pick it up?
Yeah.
All right. You pick up the shield. It has 3 charges. You can expend a charge to cast Fireball, or 2 charges to cast Wall of Fire. That lasts for a minute, and every dawn it refreshes all 3 charges. Any time during your turn, you can radiate an aura of dread for a minute. Any hostile creature that starts its turn within 20 feet of you must make a DC 18 Wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature is frightened until the start of its next turn.
You said it was DC 18?
18 Wisdom save. You can use it once during your turn, and then you can do it again at the beginning of the next dawn. So you get that once per day.
So you could scare Sir Stephanie every single day.
I probably will.
You find in the vault. Well, I guess we still have Thavius Krieg to attend.
I was about to say, he's just letting all this happen.
Yeah,
He doesn't give a damn.
yeah. He's just watching.
I mean, I figured that we just let Stephanie have his moment.
Yeah.
at
What's
this
Stephanie
point.
doing? Thavius Krieg is still there.
Still attacking?
Yeah, you could attack again.
Okay.
I mean, he's putting on like a brave face, but you cut him like pretty deep.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, that hits.
You cut him deep, man. You said he didn't like his hair.
12.
12 damage. So, yeah. So you sort of kind of slashed him along the stomach, like the side and stomach. The second cut was kind of like along the thigh and like up. So he stumbles for a minute, and you see he's got a little bit of blood in the side of his mouth, and he sort of kind of stumbles to a knee with one leg still straight, and he reaches a hand to sort of steady himself, and coughs. He says, "You'll be one of my finest fighters."
He's going to attack again.
Lionel is going to try and intercept.
Okay.
He's just going to step in between them.
Okay.
No, it's still only a 10.
A 10.
Well, 20, but not
Total.
natural.
Yeah. Okay. So what can happen, Lionel, as you step in front, Stephanie, you can continue the swing in which you may hit Lionel, or you may hit Thavius, or you're going to hit either one of them, or you could stop your swing if you don't want to hit Lionel.
He stops.
Okay.
Oh, that's kind of you.
What do you do?
It's the
I feel like he's gonna take Krieg's arm and just kind of help him back up. Mm-hmm. You address me as one of your own after all these years in exile. What are you offering, Krieg? What's your angle?
I am offering you service. Not on this plane, but of something greater.
I'm going to need more than your word, Krieg. You and I both know how well that's served me these past several decades.
He smiles and says, were it not for lies and deception, I would not have anything at all.
That we can agree on.
He says Zariel is a fair master and not like the other archdukes.
Not like other archgirls.
Yeah, pick me.
She different.
She's I can fix her.
He says,
Sorry, that threw me off so hard. I need something to look at.
You know, mental palate cleanser here
I
for a
do.
second.
I do. He says, we worshipped a second sun in El Terrell, the companion. It gave us light in one of our darkest hours. Zariel is that light now. She is a dark sun that shines over Avernus now.
Wouldn't she be a dark daughter?
I care not for your religious platitudes. I care for my steed and my lance.
That you will have. And you will have battle glories eternal in her name. And you too, Rolfenheim. Glory eternal.
Never.
Your old form. No sickness, no disease. Only slaying evil foes.
Never.
In the name of your master.
Nope.
He's quite wordy today, isn't he?
Man's gonna puke. Man's gonna puke on the table here in a second.
We're sorry he can make himself burp on command.
Yeah.
No.
Lulu floats over just.
Who's Zariel? Archduchess of Avernus.
She slaps him across his face.
Their little trunk.
Yes. Just smacks him right across his face with a little trunk. Who's Zariel?
Archduchess of.
Slaps him again.
Who's Zariel?
You see like a tear well up. Give me an intimidation check.
13.
Yeah. As you slap him across the face, you see a flash of a bright white figure clothed in white robes, and you can't stop yourself from just hitting this despicable evil creature in front of you. You hit and hit and hit, because each hit brings back a flash of a better time, of a time of light and gold and glory and your friend and Zariel.
And Lulu just takes her little tiny paw and just stomps him just as hard as she can right in his little face. She's just starting to stomp him.
Yeah. The rest of you see this.
Holy shit.
It's too late before Lulu's done with the body. Lulu, but it stops giving you the flash of your friend, of Zariel. But you know that whatever has been said about Zariel, whatever they're saying, it's wrong. It can't be. It's not like that. Zariel is good, and Zariel is nice, and she's your friend.
Yeah. And she looks down at her bloody hooves and she's just like, oh God, it felt good. And she just looks around at the party. She's like, he's dead.
Arr, you're a genius there.
Yeah, he is.
You should have figured that one out, didn't you?
Yeah, he's dead. It's good. Zariel's good. No, he's dead. He's a liar. He's dead. He's a dead liar.
Clovis is gonna the shield's like really tall, right? It's a big shield.
It's pretty big. It's about your height.
Yeah, so I'm gonna I'm like standing it on the floor, but I'm holding it with the top of my hand, and I'm like kind of talk to it and be like, what do you think the chances are it she'll need therapy when this is all done?
100%.
I have 2 NPCs now.
He's the pet. You're a pet builder.
I'm Clovis Ventura, pet collector.
I hope that's all you needed from him.
Yeah. You ain't getting anything else.
Sorry.
So the last thing we'll do, I know we're kind of stretching
Jesus
the time.
Christ.
Last thing we'll do is there was one other thing that we needed to get.
All the money in this fucking vault.
Yeah. So you look around, and there is money.
Eves isn't here again to get money.
Hilarious.
Hell yeah! You know what? I got this covered.
In the ashes that was Thavius Krieg's body, you find a holy symbol of Torm, which is a silver pendant shaped like a right-handed gauntlet on the end of a silver chain worth 25 gold. Hey. Prison. That's not right.
You find prison. We go to jail.
A coffer containing 30 electrum ingots. So 30 ingots worth 10 gold each. You find 100 gold, loose gold. You find a curved ivory blade bearing draconic runes that spell out Fang, along with a bone hilt wrapped in leather strips studded with gemstones. You find 100 platinum pieces. Woo-wee. And you find 20 azurite gemstones, each worth 10 gold.
You know, just divvy up this
So
platinum.
530 plus how much platinum?
100 platinum pieces.
No, I thought it was just 20 platinum.
Oh, 20 azurite gemstones.
Which,
so it was 100 platinum?
550
20
worth of gold.
gemstones, 100
much is
platinum, 100
platinum
gold.
10 times as much as gold.
Yes.
Platinum actually has a separate tracker, PP.
So
You have no PP left to use this move.
100 gold is 1 platinum?
10 gold
gold.
is 1 platinum.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how many platinum were there?
100 platinum.
So we each get 20. Divvy that
Yep.
up.
20
so there
platinum.
was 1,550 gold worth of things there.
And then
It's quite a bit.
Lulu can't hold money.
Yeah, but you've got a bag of Lionel.
Okay, you can go with the bag of Lionel.
Well, and there's 3 of us here.
What? There's 5 of us here.
No, to divvy it up with.
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
No, there's 3 of us.
yeah, there's
You're
5
not
of us.
Why is Grado not here?
He's not in the same room as us.
Guys, you can't hear us. I'll whisper into the microphone.
Yeah, so that was 1,550.
Tell Kratos there was no
Okay.
gold.
So I'm gonna probably end up, for lack of better judgment, passing on the loose change and just like try to just nab all the gemstones.
That's up to y'all. I will say, just for expediency's sake, you see that Zebek managed to tail you guys in here. And in his hands, he is holding 5 amulets.
Can I slap him too?
You could try. Yeah.
No, Lulu's tired.
Okay. Yeah.
What are they amulets of?
They are either brass or bronze, and on the inset they are a like pale blue stone. Doesn't look like a valuable stone. Something like what's
Like,
turquoise?
Yeah.
What do they do?
Yeah,
Because why
turquoise.
should we trust him?
He says,
You wanted to speak to Thurswell. This is how we do it, face to face. Also, gets you out of this vault.
So they teleport us somewhere.
A neutral location where you can meet
Where?
face to face. A place called Candlekeep.
Our Candlekeep, that's where they keep the candles.
But do they have cheese?
I read that one in the brochure on the way in.
That sounds favorable. When Sir Stephanie takes one of the amulets.
good,
Lulu says, I just don't want to be here anymore. And she grabs one and puts it on.
good.
What's a curved ivory blade of Fang do?
So it's a blade and a separate bone hilt, studded with gemstones. So it's kind of like a broken, long dagger, a broken like ceremonial dagger. So you have to put it together to see what it does. Does anybody not take the?
I'm going to put it on the shield. I'm going to make the shield wear it.
No,
Like dangle it.
Yeah, like on the like the face.
Yeah.
Like on his like head.
Sure. Alrighty.
I'm gonna take it, but for just the sake of preserving time, I want to do an Arcana check on it, just out of caution, just to make sure it is exactly what he says.
It does not appear that he is lying.
Okay, excellent. Yep. So I'm gonna take the amulet and just stash it in the pocket.
He's offering you like an out now because there's like cultists speeding down the vault door.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Cool.
Putting on the amulet then.
So Lionel at this point is kind of like looking at the amulet, looking at the door, looking at his friends, looking back down. He's just like, my friends. And he kind of like, you can tell there's an air of like dishonesty with the word friends. And he's like, my time with you has come to an end. So at this point, he's going to take out his shark statue and he's going to just crush it in his hands. And there's like this light that appears and this big ass orc just dead weights onto the floor. He's going to take the amulet and just kind of put it on him. He goes, I won't be needing your services anymore, vermin. And he's just going to head towards the door where the cultists are coming in.
Okay. Do you open it?
He's got his two whips in hand.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
He's got the fishing pole and he's got the cursed whip.
Yeah. You're gonna open it and start.
Just start waylaying into him, man.
Did he
Okay.
just give us, what's the AR's orc?
Gunk bog.
Yeah, did he just give us
This is the
Gunk
gunk bog origin story. He came out of a shark statue.
even though this is happening canonically after.
Yeah. Time is funny.
Gunk bog transcends conventional time space.
Oh my god.
Gunk bog only pun.
Dr.
Game
Gunk
over.
Bog.
All right.
And he's a TARDIS. He's a
Gunk
retardis.
Gunk bog only pun. An open gaming license.
With your vision sort of going white from the corners, like you're disappearing into a tunnel of light being pulled backwards, the last thing you see of Lionel is him attacking into this endless stream of cultists, whips cracking, and his hoarse laughter ringing in your ears, enjoying every bit of his life.
What's the laughter sound like?
And the orc that is coming with us now?
We'll find out. The last
The new Gunk Bug?
the light, your vision turns completely white, and then you begin to see the outline of a room, and you suddenly appear in this well lit room, pretty well cleaned. Sitting in a chair is a. Let's see. Let me describe him. is a frail 42-year-old man clutching a puzzle box in his hands. Hello. He looks up at you suspiciously and says, "Hello. It's been a long time coming." And we'll pick up next time.
Sick.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And truly, it's not bourbon. And etching.